we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
You want me to start it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, so this is just a quick Q&A that we've been asked to do. So we did put some questions out on Instagram and stuff, or a little question box for people to come and ask us questions. So we've managed to gather those questions, and we're going to throw out the questions and the answers for you guys. And yeah, if there are any questions that you put in and they didn't get asked, or somehow we've forgotten, just chuck them in the comments below, and we'll re-comment and tell you what the answer is, I suppose.
Yeah, we're happy to answer any questions that you've got.
Yeah, there were a couple of little weird ones from some people passing through Oz, if you're watching.
We'll start with that one. Do you guys travel with an upside down pineapple?
Yeah,
if you don't know what that means, then Google it.
Yeah, I'm not...
Apparently passing through Oz do.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think we've got a upside down pineapple.
We've got bananas up there, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't...
All right.
We do not have an upside down pineapple.
On to the serious question.
Okay, serious one.
We had a question from Ali asking about our favourite rides at Disney and Disney Sea. So next week's episode on Monday will be Disney Sea, but I don't think we gave an overall winner, and each of us probably have different. I would say Boston, Winnie the Pooh is his favourite at Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland, and Tokyo Disney Sea, probably Toy Story Mania.
Yeah, even me, I think that was my favourite, but I've done it before, but I just, yeah, you'll see in the video that's coming out on Monday, it's like a 3D one with glasses and that, but I'm just super competitive, and obviously competitive against Nikki, and I walked out of there just with both shoulders just killing, because I was like, you got to shoot this, shoot this rubber ball thing, and
that was a lot of fun though. That was probably one of my favourites, and Tower of Terror. I love Tower of Terror as well.
Yeah, I didn't do that one.
Yeah, I did that one by myself, and it was just as awesome as what I remembered. Yeah, that's
I
probably our favourites.
But that was probably the best ride. But like, I don't think you can go wrong with the theming, and the theming in Disney is just so good. Like, there was one bit we were in, which you'll see on Monday night. It's like a Arabian area or something, and just unbelievable.
It really does feel like you're overseas.
So when you go to lunch in that section, it's all like curries and things like that, and it's just so good.
They do the best job.
The theming's unbelievable.
You can see why it's the happiest place on earth. We had a really sweet message saying you guys rock. Not a question, but
you guys rock.
Just saying. And that leads into the next question.
Okay.
Which is, which YouTubers do you watch? And these people we love.
Yeah.
They're called Meet the Metches.
Meet the Metches. So we actually caught up with them in
Coober
Pedy.
Yeah.
It was nice to see some friendly faces out in Coober Pedy, because if you haven't been to Coober Pedy, it's a little strange. So yeah, it was good to see them. And it was only a short catch up, but it was a good one.
We've since started watching their channel. We always watch people like Sarah and Keelan, who we actually just saw in Darwin, which was awesome. Yeah,
it was good to see some.
And they were really nice in person too, which makes it really special, because these people, you know, they're sort of like the big fish compared to us little fish, and you always idolise that a little bit, and they were really, really nice people. Yeah,
and another one I like to watch is Wild Touring. Cam Wild from Wild Touring. Him and his wife are really good. They're just normal. They seem like down-to-earth people, which is really what we're chasing.
We also obviously love Trip in a Van, like most people do. Elnick Adventures, we love them.
Yeah, Just Vanning It.
Just Vanning It.
Yeah. I love the accents on Just Vanning It.
Yeah.
Their South African accent, and that just gets me every time they say they're in WA or something. I'm in WA. I just love it.
Love his accent.
But they're probably the main ones we watch, I'd say.
Do you want to chuck another list in here?
Yeah, I'll chuck a bit of a list in of all the
Somewhere.
people that we watch, and if you guys are watching someone that you think that we may like, chuck it in the comments below so we
or
can.
if you've got a channel that you would like us to watch, we would love
Yeah.
to check it out and see whether we relate to it. That's
Yeah.
the people we sort of love to watch, are people that we think, you know, are funny, or people that have children, or
Yeah.
people that can teach us something or entertain us
And
in
I
some
mean,
way.
Like not people with 70,000 subscribers, but if we've like you've got a 900 subscribers and we've got 900 subscribers or whatever, you just if everyone subscribes to each other's
help
channels,
each other out.
we're all going to make it. So
That's right.
yeah, if you've got someone or yourself, let us know and we'll jump into that.
Okay, how much do we spend? Now that person
What,
just
a
wrote, how
week?
much do we spend? So maybe a week. I would say on a good week, like 1,500 is a good budget.
Yeah, I think just it depends on how much driving you're doing.
And how much free camping is available. It's been really, really hot where we are at the moment, so we haven't done a lot of free camping.
We're doing-
So that adds up.
If we're doing big Ks, it's $200 each time to fill the tank. So
Yeah.
it's
Just depends. 1,500 I think is a good budget to stick to. We tried to stick to 1,000 at the start, and
it just
that
wasn't happening.
didn't happen easily.
But if you're happy
Some
to
weeks
sit,
it did.
like when we're Alti Beach,
We did a $500 week that
$500
week.
week,
Go back
but-
and watch that little YouTube short.
yeah, I'll try and chuck it in here. I've never actually done that, but if I've chucked it in, it's down here, and if I haven't, then
But it is doable, but that was completely free accommodation. We weren't moving around a lot. We were doing little day trips, but nothing extreme. And we had Aldi, access to Aldi. We are yet to find an Aldi where we are at the moment, so we'll keep looking.
yeah,
How are you guys affording to travel? Well, we're not. We're spending
we're spending our savings. Yeah,
but that's okay because we will have savings when we go back.
So
Mum, it's
yeah.
okay. We'll have some savings when we
yeah.
go
So we sold our house on the Gold Coast.
Which, if you know the Gold Coast market, it is wild at
which
the moment.
Helped us out.
That's right.
helped
Afforded us by our setup.
Yeah, we bought the whole setup with the profit from the house, and we're travelling all year with the profit from the house, and we'll go back with less profit than we thought we'd have. But
That's something to put towards
Yeah,
another house.
yeah.
The housing market's crazy at the moment, so looks like we're renting for a bit, and then hopefully
Yeah.
we'll break back in eventually.
we've managed to secure a great home for when we get back for a little bit, so
exciting.
we're looking forward to that.
Plans when you go back. So we'll rent for a bit, then
Yeah.
look to buy eventually if we can. We both have jobs that we are walking back into after having leave without pay.
But we plan on doing a few little trips, like, local trips.
Yeah, so we're not going to sell the van. We're going to keep it for at least another year. To do weekenders and Easter and all the things.
And we'll continue the channel, but it won't be weekly episodes. It might be like a monthly episode on what we did for the month, what places we went to.
Or more shorts as well.
We live really close to the theme parks, so we'll
Bossy
probably
and
do
I
that.
end up going to the theme parks quite a bit, so we might turn it into a bit more of like an educational thing for people visiting the Gold Coast who haven't done those sort of activities before. Because I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable about that stuff, and we're always there, so why not? I can do just like even 5-minute, 10-minute episodes.
And like, if someone had a question on it, you could race down and figure it out, and like,
just want to help people when we go back, I guess.
Yeah.
Being that the Gold Coast has so much stuff to offer, we'll probably turn the channel into that a bit. And Bossy will go back to daycare, is what we call it in Queensland.
Yep. We've got a new tow rig coming.
Yeah, so the patrol will probably go by the looks of it. Because
And we're getting a Hyundai i30.
No, that was my old car. No, we're getting probably a Ranger
Yeah.
by the
So
looks of it.
looks like we're going to buy a Ford Ranger. We've booked one. We've ordered one, and just depends on the wait time and stuff, but they look like it looks like it'll be capable of doing small trips that we want to do, like Sandstone Point and Bribey Island and things like
just
that.
needs to be able to pull this. We don't need the patrol when we go back, as awesome as it is, and there's no need to sell it, but we can downsize in terms of price as well, so save a little bit of money.
If you are looking for a patrol that's ready to go for touring,
It'll be ready next
it will
year.
be ready in January,
Let us know.
I'd say. So
It's doing such a great job.
maybe
We've
not
got-
January actually,
No,
but
maybe a bit longer.
touch base with us, and honestly we can keep you in the loop. And we're going to sell it, obviously fully serviced, fully clean,
Just because we
everything
don't,
schmick,
we basically live in it, and it pulls our house, it won't be doing that anymore, so we don't need that. So it's time to
Yeah.
get Trev's dream car, which is the Ranger. But for the price,
yeah,
like
I think
that
so, yeah.
moderate high.
I mean,
price.
the McLaren wasn't going to pull the van, so
McLaren. And I'm getting a Haval. I've ordered a Haval, so we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. I'll do a bit of a review on that because they're trying to build up their name. They're a bit iffy. But geez, for the price, it was great.
For the price, the amount of technology and stuff in the car, they've, you know, it's a great car.
And I just needed a little SUV to run around town, so yeah, that was good. Why did you choose the Patrol and the Supreme Territory?
Okay. So the Patrol was actually not our first choice. We did try to go and buy a Land Cruiser. So we were at Toyota on the Gold Coast in Robina, and
not shouting out to you guys.
Yeah, the bloke there, couldn't tell you what his name was, but the bloke there wanted a $10,000 deposit just to test drive the 200 series that they had there, and so I said, I just want to test drive it to confirm that it's something that we want to, you know, because it was $108,000.
No way.
Anyway, so I said, I'm not giving you 10 grand just to test drive it, and he said, well, you're not buying this car. So
see you
we
later.
went to Nissan, which is around the corner. I didn't really know much about the Nissans.
Didn't think we would like it.
Both drove the car, both loved the car, and it was $28,000 cheaper than the 200 series. So
we were able to put that money into doing the upgrades that we wanted to get it to be well and truly ahead of what we would have paid for a $100,000 car, like leather seats, like all the awesome features that it's got.
The only thing it doesn't have, the Patrols, which everyone would know,
like the Apple,
is it doesn't have Apple CarPlay. The technology in the car is pretty below standard, I would think. But as far as a tow rig and
if you don't care about the
four-wheel
Apple
drive
stuff,
and stuff, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
and it's so
everything.
comfy. The big draw system we got in the back is like you know, it's awesome. So
and all the upgrades we've done to it.
Yeah.
So that
was the car. So,
and the Supreme
and the Supreme Territory. We didn't know what we wanted in a caravan because we were so
lots.
new.
We rented quite a few, but not Supreme, like just bits and pieces to work out what sort of van we wanted, like pop top versus camper, whatever. We worked out roughly what we wanted. We went to the Brisbane Caravan Show.
We went to 3 shows.
We did. Well, we went to one with the intention of buying that day. And had a fair few different brands that we knew we wanted the layout with the bunks at the back. Supreme were the best price for that. They included a lot of extras for the price. And I feel like you've got your Mercedes-Benzes, like your Lotuses and all those brands, and that price point just wasn't for us. The Supreme is lower, so obviously you're making some, what's the word, like you're ditching some things.
You get what you pay for, but in saying that, we know people that have Lotuses and
they're still struggling.
Their after service is just as good as Supreme.
Exactly,
so.
All the after service is the difficult part. But honestly, we've only had small things break.
I'd buy another Supreme.
I would too.
Yeah.
I think that
and I love their new colour scheme on the outside. If you're watching Supreme,
we'll take one.
Maybe we could do some magic there.
We have no complaints in terms of like mechanically and towing and all that. Like everything that breaks is just these little annoying things. Very little screws, microwaves,
they put 10 mil screws in the drawers.
Yeah, those sort of things that you just wish, like, come on guys. But I feel like all caravans are like that, even the really expensive ones, and this is like a moderate priced van, I believe.
Yeah,
so that's why we went moderate. Don't you think?
Yeah, no, I think so.
Oh, they were also located on the Gold Coast, and it was
they
could get it within the time frame we sort of looked at.
Yeah, it worked out for us.
The wait times are massive though, and same with the Supreme. If you are chasing a Territory. Supreme Territory next year, maybe the end of next year.
You could talk us into it earlier, depending on what you wanted to pay, but...
That's true. If you don't want to wait,
it does have a nice
will be for sale eventually.
Nice big battery system.
Yeah, we've done some good upgrades on this. See, again, the money we saved, I guess, not buying a Lotus or something like that.
Yeah,
we put into...
batteries and...
Yeah, so it's like our house. It's awesome. We love the layout too. What's been the worst and best part of travelling? That's a good question. Can't remember who asked.
Worst part's hard. I think the worst part for me personally is the fact that you can hook up your caravan and car and you can go to your next destination and you can get there and all of a sudden the water pump doesn't work in your van, or
Just
like
those
something
fiddly
would go
things.
wrong. And
With
like
no
I don't mind if
explanation.
things break because I've broken it. Like I snapped the front leg once because I forgot it was down, whatever.
That was a fun day.
But I don't mind if I've done it or if I've broken it, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
you use your water pump, you get to the next destination, and your water pump doesn't work. That's probably the worst part for
You
me.
just like
And then,
consistency.
but then try and book it in to get it fixed.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah.
And it's not Supreme's fault.
Everywhere is booked.
Everywhere's busy, but
Fully
yeah,
booked.
yeah. Anyway, that's probably my worst
I
part.
feel like the worst part is just not having like the people you love with you.
So you don't love us?
All the other people.
Yeah.
And the personal space. Personal space is really difficult. You never get, like, especially with a toddler, you never get your own time,
Yeah.
I guess. But the best is making all these amazing memories.
Yeah,
like,
and meeting heaps of people too.
oh, we do meet some really
Like,
awesome people.
We've met some really nice families that after we finish travelling we'll definitely like still stay in contact.
Yeah, love it.
And I know there's some families that are moving up to the Goldie or even Sunshine Coast that we'll definitely try and catch up with. So
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, that's probably the best part.
Yeah.
Meeting people and going to destinations
Oh,
that you just never thought you'd
so
get to.
awesome, yeah. Yeah, I never thought at this
Yeah.
age we'd go to all the places that we've been to. It's awesome. How much work does it take to make a YouTube video? This is you.
It does take a bit of work. It depends what sort of video you're making. Like for instance, this one here wouldn't be that bad. A few little chops and changes and things like that. If I'm picking my nose, cut that out, that sort of stuff. But the day-to-day episodes, I'm finding it a lot easier now than it was at the start. So
Yeah,
the way
you're
that
quicker.
I file my content, I try to file it every day or every second or third day into the suburbs of the places that we've been, and I know, hey, we're making an episode on this, this and this, so I can just drag and drop it straight into our program. But at the start you don't realise you can't just go, oh, we're at bloody, you know, wherever we are, Jack and Jill's house, this is what we're doing. You need to have like a build up. This is where we're going to today. You need to sort of make a story out of it. And but I reckon I've got it down to about probably 8 or 9 solid hours of working to make a weekly episode.
Couple of times
yeah,
a
so
week.
I do probably 2 hours, maybe 4 times a week, and then by then I'm ready for the boss to rewatch it and tell me all my spelling mistakes, and then I fix that up, and then I post it. Some of the things that take a while is uploading.
Yeah.
So the uploading, depending on where you are, even with Starlink, can still take overnight, you know.
Yeah, but you just leave it run overnight. You've got it down to probably
I reckon
hours.
if you can get all your filing down pat, you can nut an episode out in about 8 or 9 hours, I reckon.
So he'll just do it at night time, so it doesn't impact what we're doing.
Unless the
Boston's
football's
already
on.
asleep. Yeah, so he'll do it like usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so there's no footy on.
Yeah.
Who wears the pants?
Well, it depends what pants you're talking about. Nikki would like to say she does.
I definitely do.
I mean, if I was to just drive off now, I don't believe that Nikki would know how to get her out of here. So.
No, I know, but you wouldn't also know the jobs that I do too, so we're a team.
Yeah, that's right.
We complement each other.
Yeah, great answer.
What's with the name Birks Backyard? Our surname is Birks, Birks.
And it was it was a joke to start off with. Maybe we'll call it Birks Backyard, like Don Burke. We're not related to him at all.
He's spelled differently. He's not a very nice person.
Yeah, so it was just a play on that, and then I don't know, we thought it was funny and we just went with it.
So we're stuck with that.
Yeah.
But that's just our surname. Biggest disasters on the road? Maybe snapping that leg.
Yeah, but look, we didn't snap
That's
the leg.
not a
We just
disaster.
bent the bolts that hold it on, and I just unbolted it and put it in the back of the car, and then we figured it out a couple of days later. Like it wasn't
a big disaster. We've been very lucky.
Oh,
Like,
the other day we actually had a little thing.
We hit a little roo.
We had a
That was
roo,
bit sad,
hit the tyre.
but everyone except the roo was fine.
The other day we were unhooking, and I just
Oh,
had
yeah.
the left-hand tyres of the van sitting on a bit of timber, and when I disconnected from the car, about 2 or 3 minutes later, it rolled back off those timbers because I didn't have any chocks behind it, and yeah, that was
had the safety chain.
Yeah, so I always leave the safety chains connected to the car until like the last minute.
Lucky.
And what happened was it just yanked the chains and it didn't roll any further. But if you're not doing that, leave the safety chains on. I always put them on first and then I take them off last. And I'm glad I do because
Crisis
that was probably the worst thing, don't you think?
Which we're pretty lucky, right?
Oh, we had that tree fall down in front of us in Tassie.
Oh yeah, but it didn't come anywhere near us. We were safe. You just had to get out with the chainsaw.
Yeah, but if we were like a minute ahead, it would have hit the car.
Yeah, so I think we're pretty blessed. We're pretty lucky.
We've been pretty lucky.
Favourite place so far and least favourite place so far?
It's funny when they say least favourite spot, because if it's your least favourite, you just sort of get up and go the next day.
Well, that's like those boring stretches, dude, like the Barkley Highway. Oh,
yeah, that was...
Yuck.
It's not a bad place, it's just boring because there's no signs or anything.
Dry and hot, like it's not like you even want a free camp because it's hot.
I mean, we're heading to WA, I'm sure there's going to be amazing spots there.
Yeah, but so far?
So far...
You probably loved the Cape, like it was a big achievement for you.
Yeah. I really liked that Allow Beach when we were there.
It was beautiful. But
you
can't swim.
Can't swim.
There's nowhere that's been like...
Waralti Beach. I really liked Waralti when we had 2 really good days.
Yeah.
And Berners Beach was nice at the York Peninsula. So probably the best so far for me, York Peninsula. Worst... Well, see, Tassie had some really good spots too, actually.
It was beautiful.
Like Bay of Fires. Oh, that was spectacular,
so nice.
actually. I don't know. Wherever the beaches are, I'm pretty happy.
Love a good beach.
And the worst one...
Yeah, Barkley Highway. Agree with me.
I don't know, Barkley Highway.
I know you hated it.
It's not really a spot, though.
That's it.
Well, that's it.
That's all of them.
Boy, we didn't get many questions, did we? But that's okay.
If you got more, just ask.
How long have we chatted for here? Only about 15. Well, that's not too bad.
If you got more questions, just ask us. We're happy to help you with any.
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking at buying a Supreme or a Patrol.
And we're not affiliated with anyone, so...
No, we'll tell you the honest truth, what we think.
We think it's crap, and we'll tell you.
If you've got a toddler, we've got some good tips about life on the road with a toddler, things to do and play.
If there's a way to leave them behind.
Yeah. It's not, but we've tried.
What else have we got? I think that's about it. If your question didn't get answered, like...
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we answered all of them.
Yeah.
Lucky we're not that popular. We didn't have to sit here for 2 hours answering questions, and you don't have to watch it for 2 hours. Probably just a big thank you to everyone that has subscribed to our channel and does watch our weekly videos.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, and as you just heard, a bit of work does go into doing it.
It does. We're only small fish, but we hope that we help some people or give people a laugh.
Yeah, that's right. I love people that send, like, I've had some people send us pictures, and got a mate of mine in Brisbane that always sends me photos going, how many hot dogs can one person eat, and all this sort of stuff. But I actually love...
Is that after the Disney?
Yeah, but I only had one hot dog. I love getting feedback from you guys, and you know, if there's a way that I can improve, I will. And yeah, I'm enjoying making the video, so thank you very much for watching.
You're doing a great job, babe.
Thank you. I think it might be time for a beverage.
Let's do it.
Thank you.